5 things successful elderly people do differently. There comes a time in life when experience becomes your greatest asset. When you've seen the seasons of life come and go, you begin to realize that success isn't just about achievements, but about peace, wisdom, and inner fulfillment. As people grow older, some continue to thrive and live with joy, strength, and purpose. They stand out, not because they had fewer challenges, but because they chose to live differently. These people hold powerful habits that shape the final chapters of life with beauty and dignity. Success in old age isn't about wealth, fame, or even how many people know your name. It's about waking up with a sense of meaning, going to bed with peace of mind, and living the day with joy in your heart. Successful elderly people aren't perfect, but they make conscious decisions that keep their minds sharp, hearts open, and spirits young. They see life as a gift, even in the smallest moments. Before we go further, if this message is already inspiring you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who would benefit, and subscribe for more soul-touching and thoughtful content like this. Your support helps keep this wisdom flowing to those who truly need it. One thing that sets successful older people apart is their mindset. They do not see aging as the end, but as the beginning of a new kind of freedom. They see every wrinkle not as a flaw, but as a badge of honor earned from years of living, loving, and learning. They don't compare their current life with their younger years. Instead, they appreciate the season they're in and find joy in what still remains and what is yet to come. They master the art of letting go of past regrets, missed chances, and relationships that drain their spirit. Successful elders don't waste energy holding grudges or staying stuck in the past. They've learned the power of forgiveness, not just toward others, but toward themselves. They realize that peace is more important than being right, and healing is more important than rehashing old pain. Another thing they do differently is staying mentally and emotionally engaged. They are curious. They keep learning, whether through books, conversations, or new hobbies. They might take up painting at 70, start gardening at 75, or even write their first book at 80. To them, growth doesn't stop with age. The brain remains a garden, and they water it every day with new ideas and meaningful connections. Successful older people also understand the value of routine, but not a rigid, lifeless routine. They create rituals that feed their body and soul, like a morning walk, a cup of tea at sunrise, journaling their thoughts, or calling a loved one. These routines bring rhythm to their days and anchor them during uncertain times. They find comfort in the little things most of us overlook. They have a powerful habit of gratitude. Every morning is a gift to them. Every conversation is a chance to connect. Every challenge is a lesson in disguise. Gratitude changes how they experience the world. They don't wait for life to be perfect to feel thankful. They are thankful because they know how quickly life can change, and they've learned to appreciate what remains. Their relationships are intentional. They surround themselves with people who uplift them and avoid those who drain their energy. They seek meaningful conversations over idle gossip. They know the value of time and give it only to those who value it back. They are not afraid to walk alone because they trust their own company and enjoy their own silence. Successful elderly people are comfortable in their own skin. They don't try to be someone they're not. They dress how they want, speak how they feel, and live how they choose. This authenticity is liberating. They no longer live to impress others. They live to express themselves. And in doing so, they inspire everyone around them to do the same. They take care of their health not just to live longer, but to live better. They know that mobility, flexibility, and strength are not just physical traits. They are keys to independence. They walk, stretch, stay active, and eat foods that nourish their body. They may have limitations, but they do not let those limitations define them. One of their strongest traits is emotional resilience. Life has knocked them down more times than they can count. They've faced losses, illnesses, disappointments, and fears, but they always rise. They've built a quiet strength that doesn't break easily. They don't panic in hard times. They reflect, adapt, and rise again. They give back. Whether it's mentoring a younger person, volunteering, or simply sharing their story, successful elderly people give more than they take. They understand that true fulfillment comes from contribution. They feel alive when they know they're still making a difference, no matter how small it may seem. They value silence. They don't need constant noise, distractions, or validation. In silence, they connect with their soul. In silence, they reflect, recharge, and realign. The world may be fast, but they have learned the beauty of slowing down. They are no longer afraid of being alone, because they've made peace with who they are. Their conversations are thoughtful. They speak less, but say more. They listen deeply. They don't interrupt to respond. They pause to understand. And when they speak, their words carry weight, because they've been shaped by decades of living. Successful older people forgive quickly. They know that bitterness is a poison you drink hoping someone else suffers. They choose love over anger, release over revenge. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. And this wisdom brings peace, the kind of peace that makes every breath feel lighter. They dream. Even now, they still plan trips, start new hobbies, imagine better days. They haven't let go of hope. Age has not dulled their vision. It has refined it. They know it's not too late to start something, to build something, to enjoy something. They don't say, I'm too old. They say, why not now? They laugh a lot. They laugh at themselves, at the world, at the little ironies of life. They find humor even in hard times. They've learned that laughter is a medicine and joy is a choice. And so they choose it over and over again. They don't fear death, not because they're reckless, but because they've made peace with life. They know nothing lasts forever, and that makes every moment more precious. They live fully, not fearfully. They simplify their life. They let go of clutter, both physical and emotional. They live with less, but feel more. They don't chase trends or status. They focus on meaning. A walk in the garden, a good book, a quiet evening is more than enough. They are deeply spiritual, not always religious, but spiritual. They feel connected to something greater. Whether it's nature, faith, or the mystery of life itself, they carry a quiet reverence. It gives them strength in chaos and hope in sorrow. They cherish memories, but they don't live in the past. They smile at the good times and learn from the bad. They've made peace with their story and embrace the chapters still unwritten. They stay connected. Whether it's through calls, letters, technology, or simple visits, they prioritize relationships. They know loneliness kills and connection heals. Even a 5-minute call with someone they love gives their day a spark. They let others be. They don't try to control people or force their ways. They offer advice when asked and allow space when needed. They understand that everyone walks their own path, and trying to control others only leads to disappointment. They celebrate others. When someone younger succeeds, they don't feel envy. They feel joy. They clap the loudest, cheer the hardest, and support the most, because they've realized that lifting others never brings you down, it elevates everyone. And above all, successful elderly people choose to live fully, intentionally, and gratefully. They know the days may be fewer, but that makes them more meaningful. They wake up with a purpose, no matter how small. They go to bed knowing they've made the most of their time, not in grand gestures, but in little things that truly matter.